Guys have the wonderful imaging here for one big thing. I don't know if I have time now for one big thing, but all right, let's do it.
One bad thing.
All right, good to see how hard you guys worked on that during the break.
You're welcome.
In a pinch, Dan.
The thing that was done by LeBron James's friend Dwayne Wade yesterday, Gabrielle Union, the power of this power couple leading the way on pioneering stuff that can be difficult. Now, I understand if you're listening to this and you're just running away from this entire conversation. You're saying, look, LeBatard, you're too liberal. I don't want a 12-year-old telling me when he or she is a girl. I want science to tell me. I don't want a 12-year-old deciding what the rules are on gender bending. And you may be calling Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade and Zaya Wade, you may be calling them cruel names. What I would simply tell you is that I am not here to judge someone else on that front. I am not here to have that argument with you. I was just palpably moved by the way that Dwayne Wade was the father he never had. Dwayne Wade, who has written books about fatherhood. Dwayne Wade, who has grown into a man on Miami's watch, going from a baby-faced kid who was taking out loans for diapers while at Marquette, to a legend who will be celebrated this month by the team and ESPN in documentary form. That he would be a leader on this when so many people in the trans community have trouble with suicide. It's a disproportionate rate. That he would support his child in a loving way that would make his child not hide, that would make his child brave, that would give his child strength and support. It is what parenting is at its best. It is not for Dwayne Wade to understand that. I'm sure if you're looking at this and saying, what do you mean? What do you mean a 12-year-old boy is a girl? I'm guessing Dwayne had some of the same thoughts. Like, that's not something anyone thinks is going to happen. That's not something that anyone has an understanding of until it becomes your child. To meet that child with that kind of love is a strength that I'm not sure all of us are capable of. I'd like to think so. I'm the best version of myself. I'd like to think, no, that wouldn't be a problem. I would just love and I would just support. But what the hell would you do if your 12-year-old comes to you after, 12 years of watching that, as Dwayne says, he was on the girl vibe. He wasn't on the boy vibe. What do you do if your child comes to you? Some of you have to be asking yourself this question. And for Dwayne Wade to put this out in public and be a leader on it gives so many other people strength and permission. Now, you might not want it normalized. I understand if you're confused by it, and I understand if it's something that is what many of us are just simply ignorant about. And I understand if your ignorance hardens into fear, and that ignorance and that fear combine to create disgust or revulsion or make you call names of the Wade family. I'm just marveling at the parents these people are, because they're this publicly supportive on something that can be difficult even in private, that they have decided to be leaders on this. Because originally what was happening with Zaya is they were doing pride things around Miami, and at 12 years old, I'm still not certain that kids know what sexuality is at 12 years old, that it's so early in your forming process. They were out in front on being there with Zaya when he was Zion, and now it moves into something else where Zion wants to be treated and seen as Zaya. And what an overwhelming strength that girl has been given by her parents, who couldn't have expected any of this and got themselves knowledgeable because the love of a child forced them to put down whatever ignorance was there, whatever fear was there. And now you've got Gabrielle Union saying, we will not live by fear. What an amazing thing. As you see the numbers, they're horrifying, how many kids have to hide in the shadows with this secret because no one's there to support them. And too often, parents are trying to beat the gay out of them, or beat the weird out of them, or pray the gay and the weird out of them. This dude, man, like, as Kobe Bryant passes away, And we didn't get to say some of the things to him about being a hero while he was alive because time was too short. His peer, his colleague, his friend, his damn near his all-star equal, Dwayne Wade, is out here still fighting a fight that is meaningful, that uses the power and the platform that sports gives you in order to strengthen and embolden others, and is more important in retirement than anything Dwayne Wade did in his Hall of Fame career.
Time to justify our unreasonable salaries.
Man, you must have been a good writer back in the day. Seriously.
Wow, that's one fat thing.